sometimes I feel like people treat me like I'm some master hacker or something, but it's like, it's not that complicated to where, I'm like, oh, like, I always get these YouTube comments. They're always asking where I found this thumbnail or I found this picture. I'm like, Google, nigga. Like, does no one not know what I use? Google. Like, what the hell? It's like, you do this thing you call search Google for related, like, search Google for image or search Google for related images. And it's simple as that. Like, I don't see what the issue is. So, like, that shit gets on my nerves. Like, I even got this one, I even remember this was in, Discord. It was somebody made like, a second account. I feel like it's somebody that was already in the Discord, because just based on the conversation, I showed this to Jay too. It was somebody trying to like essentially trying to pull some catfish shit, where they came in and they direct messaged me. They're like, "Oh, hey, you're really cute." Da 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 da. Like, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like, I was like, "This is some suspect shit." And like they knew all like one of the funniest things in the conversation. They were like pretending to like a bunch of games. They're like, "Oh, I mainly play an Xbox. Some of my favorite games are Uncharted." I'm like, "Bitch, Uncharted's on PS4, on PlayStation." And then so what I did, like, I went in the Discord and I think I went in like their profile, and then I copied the link of their picture right into Google, and then I clicked search Google for this image, and then it was like, oh, and then it showed where the image showed up on other sites, and then you go on Pinterest, light skinned black girl with dimples. Like, what the? The fuck? You didn't even try. And like and then like they might have like two different pictures and they're two different girls. Like, it's like, these are clearly different people. And so that's why like I would hate, like, when you'd see Catfish on MTV, and like I'm like, you niggas are stupid. Like, the moment that they show these people, you can instantly tell whether or not like it's fake or not. I'm just like,
some of these bitches just be looking like pixelated copy and paste Google images, my nigga.
Yeah, like
they kind of slick when they be on OkCupid or on Tinder or something, and you could tell their picture. I was like, first of all, there's no bitch on this planet that only has one photo of herself. No, not any girl like that's at least level 7 hot. They have at least 300 selfies of themselves in 300 different outfits. Like, I shit you not. There's no bitch on this planet that's only, like, first of all, if you're on a dating site and you're a 7 or a higher, you definitely are going to have more than one picture. Like,
also, make sure that they have tagged photos, because literally everyone, even if you have no friends, you're tagged in somebody's picture. Yeah, if you're not tagged, if they don't have tagged photos of you,
looking ugly out this bitch.
If there are no tagged photos of you, it's just like,
there's no way in this day and age to be like,
or like you have it on Facebook, but you don't post anything on it. And like, it baffles me how people like these catfish people will continuously fall for this shit. And like Neve and the cameraman, I don't remember his fucking name, but like when those two go out and they find like they don't, it's not like they have like some special set of skills. Like, they ain't Liam Neeson, like, I will find you, and like no, they're doing basic shit that anybody at home could do on their own. Like, it's just like the most obvious stuff. Like, obviously you would check the Facebook information, and then you would find to see if it's legitimate, or ask their people on their friends list. Like, that's common sense.
And they're sitting there like as if they're doing like detective work. They're like, holy shit, I just found this out.
And you know what's ironic too? It's like the people that contact Catfish, if you contact these people, you clearly know who they are, and you've seen the show, so you should know the signs, and also you should know how to look for this stuff yourself. But then obviously, it's never like just like, well, I mean, sometimes it is, but like, it's usually not like a normal person. It's usually some guy, he lives out in the boonies, and he met this bitch on FarmersOnly.com, and he doesn't really go, like, these people are disconnected from civilization and shit, so they don't really know like common fucking sense in terms of.
Next thing you know, you meet one of these people with 255 disconnection frequency on Naruto Ultimate.
You one of them catfish niggas, aren't you?
That's literally what people do online. They're just catfish niggas. They'll just be like, "Oh, I'm winning, ha ha ha!" Disconnect.
It's especially you got these people. Their disconnection frequency are so high. I do that shit too. I'm just like, fuck disconnection frequency. I just be rage quitting because I'm so done. I'm so done with fucking with that.
If you have more than double digits, like I understand, like the net coding is fucked up, but if you have more than double digits, I'm not fighting you.
I will, but like, see, like, that's why I said, it's like, I try to be very specific when I made my video of me complaining about Storm 4, is that I said that the reason I don't fight against these high level players is that the probability of them being a fuckboy is high. I'm not saying that all people who are of those ranks are like that, but a large portion of them are. Like I'll play against some like high level people that are just legitimate players, but the moment that you're like you're spamming some shit towards just like I feel like, I mean, I honestly do feel like there's some level of sportsmanship that you should expect. Even if you can do something, doesn't mean you should. Like I remember I used to take shots at Sheikah's Clouds for complaining about the counter in the game. I'm like, it's part of the game. Let them fucking use it. So like but I mean, and so here I am. I guess you could say I'm being a hypocrite because now I'm kind of complaining about the same thing. But I mean, it's just like, you can do that. You can go ahead and do. I'm not saying to not do it. Just don't like. That's why I'm saying I'm not necessarily saying don't spam that stuff. But don't get mad when I leave when you spam that stuff, though. It's like you're free to do what you're doing, but accept the consequences that they breed.
You can't. It's like Charlemagne says. You can't expect. Like, you can't predict how people are going to react to this shit.
I know, yeah. See, when they were having in that Brilliant Idiots podcast, when they're having the conversation, like that's the perfect example. One of the things I totally agree with what they're saying is that it's not saying that it's wrong for a guy to hit a girl, but that doesn't mean girls should just walk around and hit guys and then not expect to get hit back. Like,
yeah,
at the same
exactly.
time.
You can't. You gonna walk around and hit the wrong one, and he just gonna come upside your head and bitch you on the ground. Like,
I'm not saying it's right for me to rage quit, but if you're gonna go out spamming Datara and then I rage quit, don't be surprised when it happens.
But then again,